The hijab row has been making headlines since January in Karnataka. As protests escalated in college campuses across the state, the Karnataka government was compelled to shut down colleges. The Print's deep dive into the issue revealed what led to the row and how political opportunism, coupled with the fight between Akhila Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, ABVP, and Campus Front of India (CFI), snowballed into a raging controversy. 6 students of the Udupi Women's PU College have approached the Karnataka High Court alleging that their college wasn't allowing them to wear hijabs in class and sought interim relief. We spoke to some of the petitioners.
ThePrint is in Udupi and we're trying to speak to students who have petitioned the Karnataka High Court asking the court to give them interim relief and allow them to attend classes. Now, the Udupi Women's PU College is what sparked off the row in Karnataka, with students demanding that you be allowed to sit in class wearing the hijab. Why is this so important to you?
Hijab is very important for us. Since I'm a small child, from 3 to 4 years, I used to wear hijab. I've started wearing hijab, and it's very important. It's obligatory for us to wear hijab. And when our constitution gives us the right to wear the hijab, then why are our college member they are just violating that our constitutional rules?
Right. There is also allegation that you started wearing the hijab only in December. Before that, nobody in the college, at least in classrooms, you would remove the hijab and attend classes. Is this a new phenomena, and why did you introduce this now if it is a new phenomenon?
Sorry, but this news was not real. It's a fake because we have started in 11th and we attended the class, but they threw out of the class. They didn't allow inside the class. See, and seniors and super seniors used to wear the shirt. Even they signed to that forms, but still they had separate compound for them. They used to wear this hijab, but we were not allowed to wear. We were pushing out of the classes. They were when they were wearing hijab, they used to wear the beads. Lecturer used to pull the hijab. They used to bleed and all. They used to treat them very they used to not concentrate while they are giving lessons or when they are giving all that ignoring them. If they ask some questions, they are not allowing let them to ask the questions or not answering them. All these were happening. Seniors used to wear the shirt, but I don't know why they are not allowing us to wear the shirt, and they have given lots of discrimination for it.
I must ask you, your friends also have spoken about how you've been wearing hijab in college for a long time. But I must ask you, if tomorrow the government decides that you have to come to class without hijab, what happens to you personally? Will you be allowed to come to class? Will you continue your education? Why is education not being given priority over the dress code?
Actually, if I have hope that judge of this court will give us a positive result, because he will value the constitutional I accept my constitutional values. He will respect it and he'll keep on the top, and he will give us rights to wear the hijab, because it's already written in the constitution that we can follow a religion, we can follow right to equality and right to education. When the constitution itself giving us right, why the college or this Karnataka government is not allowing us? I don't know about that. And about our educations, they are college itself is least bothered about it, ma'am. We are being outside and we are not at all getting any education sitting outside. But those who are inside, they are giving complaint that they are getting disturbed because of we students. It's I don't know, when they are getting education inside the class, again how they are disturbed by us, we don't know. We are not at all getting any education, but they are not at all caring about us. They are really least bothered about our studies, but they are caring the rest of them whom are sitting inside the classroom, ma'am.
While the petitioners claim ill treatment at the college, whose development committee is chaired by local BJP MLA Raghupati Bhatt, the leader accused the Campus Front of India of instigating the students.
सेकेंड ईयर ये ऑलरेडी 1.5 ईयर हमारा कॉलेज में क्लास को आ चुके हैं, क्लास में हिजाब निकाल के बैठे। ये अक्टूबर में, तकरीबन अक्टूबर में ये कैंपस फ्रंट ऑफ इंडिया के कांटेक्ट में आ गए। वो उसके पीछे भी वो एबीवीपी का एक प्रोटेस्ट में ये मुस्लिम लड़कियां, वो एक MIT का लड़की का रेप का अगेंस्ट एबीवीपी ने प्रोटेस्ट निकाला, उसमें इन लोगों ने पार्ट लिए। उसको कैंपस फ्रंट ऑफ इंडिया ने उनको वो फोटो सब मीडिया में फर्स्ट उनका ही आए थे विद बुर्का, पीछे एबीवीपी का फ्लैग। सो उनको देख के उनको थोड़ा मन में क्या हो गया मालूम नहीं। बाद में ये टारगेट किया है कि ये गर्ल्स कॉलेज के लड़कियाँ थे, ये गर्ल्स कॉलेज में हम कैंपस फ्रंट को प्रमोट करने का बोल इन लोग आके।
Abdul Shakur, father of one of the petitioners, Muskan Zainab, told ThePrint that the issue started after a photo of his daughter participating in an ABVP rally in October last year went viral. I was taken aback to see my daughter there because she isn't a member of the ABVP, Shakur said. According to an intel report submitted by the Udupi police to the state government, by this time, the Campus Front of India, which is the student wing of Popular Front of India, an Islamic outfit, had approached their parents and offered their support in taking on the college management. While Shakur added that girls also spoke about being forced to become members of ABVP and participate in their events, a source from CFI said it sparked outrage among CFI members who encouraged the girls to refuse such demands and demand their right to wear hijabs in classrooms. The CFI, however, holds BJP leaders responsible for the issue snowballing.
It was in the hands of principal that he could solve it easily, and when the principal couldn't solve, it was in hands of DDPO he could solve easily. But again, DDPO didn't solve it easily and had given it to the local CDC committee, in which the BJP MLA Raghupati Bhatt is the chairman of it. And when the BJP MLA intervened, it has turned into a political way, in which they have polarized the Hindu students to wear saffron shawls. And no doubt that it is a scripted way in which the students are coming to college in saffron shawls. And for all this, I would like to tell that it is whole and sole responsibility of the local BJP MLA that this situation has been created in entire Karnataka.
The matter quickly led to a standoff between the families of 6 Muslim students and the college management. The CFI alleged that the college had made details of the girls, their families, including income, public in retaliation. While there were attempts to negotiate an understanding between the students and the college authorities in Udupi, where the fracas started, the row escalated rapidly, partly due to political organizations jumping into the bandwagon and partly due to the wildfire effect of social media. Videos and photos of the girls protesting against not being allowed hijab in classrooms is said to have riled up college authorities.
है तो वहाँ का तो अध्यक्ष है, उसका सिटिंग एमएलए होता है, लेकिन उसके बाद में उसका वाइस प्रेसिडेंट जो है वो यशपाल सुवर्ण है, बीजेपी का है, और उनका हिस्ट्री भी वही है जो पीस और अमन के खिलाफ है। उनका माहौल, उनका एक्टिविटीज़ उस तरह रहा है। तो ये वो जो उसको पॉलिटिकलाइज बनाना चाहते थे, तो उन्होंने इसलिए बनाया भी है। हमेशा वो लोग माइनॉरिटीज़ के खिलाफ है। तो कुंदापुर में भी यही हो गया कि प्रिंसिपल वो अपना जिम्मेदारी अदा करना चाहिए था कि कॉलेज ये टैक्स के पैसे से चलने वाला कॉलेज है, उसमें सबका हक है, सबको एजुकेशन देना चाहिए। बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ का जो नारा हमने प्रधानमंत्री दिया वो तो सिर्फ एक स्लोगन रह गया। तो यहाँ वो बच्चों को बाहर रखा गया। तो ये किसके सपोर्ट हो, किसको खुश करने के लिए रखा गया, ये चीज़ है।
BJP leaders maintain that without instigation from the PFI and CFI plus its political wing SDPI, of which parents of at least 3 girls are said to be members of, the protest wouldn't have reached such a magnitude. The PFI has denied such allegations and has attempted to distance itself from the rap.
Some people have misguided them. They said that for all girls, Islam has to be practiced. In the Quran, they say that this is a must. So we tried their best to convince them, but we were unable to convince them. But we were successful to see that no institution is a place to practice their dharma. It is a place to get knowledge. It is a place to feel that everyone is equal. Everyone is brotherhood has to be developed among themselves, and also they should feel that we are citizens of one nation and we should work for the nation.
As protests spilled to other colleges in reaction to the Udupi Women's PU College protest. However, the role of outsiders became more prominent. Scores of Hindu students had started protesting against their Muslim classmates wearing hijab with saffron scarf.
You just have I see a saffron shawl in your hand. It was just handed to you by your classmates. Can you tell me why you're protesting?
See, because from the day one, everyone are wearing hijab. No one was complaining about it. But now why they are protesting against hijab? Why? So if they get right to wear hijab, even we must get the right to wear the shawl, right? That's why.
When ThePrint visited Mahatma Gandhi Memorial College in Udupi, students wearing hijabs were engaged in a face-off with others who had donned saffron scarves and headgear. But when ThePrint spoke to many of the Hindu protesters, they admitted they were no longer students of the college or were outsiders.
ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆನೂ ಹಿಂದೂ ಜಾಗರಣ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅನೇಕ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ಪ್ರತಿಭಟನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಡೀ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂದೂ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರು ಅದನ್ನು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಿಂದೂ ಜಾಗರಣ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಸಂಘಟನೆಯಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂವಿಧಾನ, ಕಾನೂನು, ಸಮಾನತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಅದರ ಪರಿಪಾಲನೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಬರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಹಿಂದೂ ಜಾಗರಣ ವೇದಿಕೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನೈತಿಕವಾಗಿ ಬೆಂಬಲವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮದೇ ನೇರ ಪಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ನು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆ, ಕಾಲೇಜು ಆಡಳಿತ ಮಂಡಳಿಗಳೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವರು ಇದನ್ನು ಎಡವಿದ ಕಾರಣ ಇದು ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹಂತಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇದರ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಭಾಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಇದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು PFI STPIನ ಏನು ಕುತಂತ್ರದಿಂದ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗಳಾಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಲೈನಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದ್ರ ಹಿಂದುಗಡೆನೇ ಆಟ ಆಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Communally charged remarks made by leaders on both sides did little to help the situation.
Collective movement by Hindu organizations as well to encourage students to come.
Hindu Rashtra, you know that. If they are opposing our culture, that means we should get united, or else there is no result will be there.
So is this the collective move, sir, to oppose hijab?
First, they have violated the rules of the colleges. Let them be normal, then everything will become to normal. If they react, then everything will be in that way only.
The Udupi district Muslim Okuta that stayed away from the Udupi Women's College row has now decided to speak up for Muslim students in other schools and colleges being forced to remove their hijabs.
क्या आपको लगता है कि इस बात को पॉलिटिसाइज किया जा रहा है? सारे
बेसिकली पॉलिटिकलाइज किया गया है अभी. उसमें कुछ माइलेज एक्वायर करने के लिए उन्होंने उसको इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था, क्योंकि यहाँ के बाद में जो कुंदापुर में गया, अभी उड़पी में जो MGM कॉलेज में आया, यहाँ का हिस्ट्री है मैडम. बच्चे बुरके में जाते थे, स्कार्फ में जाते थे. बुरके को स्कार्फ अलग है, बुरका अलग है. बुरका बाहर जाने में बच्चियाँ पहनते हैं स्कार्फ के साथ में. स्कूल के अंदर जाने के साथ में वो बुरके को निकाल के रखते हैं, क्लास में स्कार्फ में जाके बैठते हैं और उनका पढ़ाई होता है. इसको रुकाने के लिए ये जो कॉन्स्पिरेसी किया गया है, इसके हम खिलाफ हैं. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था. ये नए से नहीं हुआ, बहुत पहले से चल के आ रहा है.
An issue that could have very well been resolved at the local college level had those involved wanted it, snowballed into an ego tussle between the BJP and the STPI. Fueled by political opportunism, this fire spread to campuses across Karnataka, reducing students to mere pawns in a politically divisive narrative. As students await a word from the courts, government was compelled to shut down colleges given the impact of these protests. In Udupi, for ThePrint, Anusha Ravisu.